Hi, my name is Sarah Woodward, and today I'll be talking to you about donating blood, a win-win. Think you are driving and you're suddenly in a very serious car crash. You then are rushed to the hospital to get medical attention. However, when you get there, they do not have enough of your blood type stored. You lay in the ER, wrapped up to try and stop the bleeding, while the doctors try and find a donor to match your blood type. Finally, 5 hours later, you succumb to your injuries and overall blood loss. Approximately 36,000 units of blood are needed daily in the U.S. A single car crash victim can require up to 100 pints of blood. In an effort to increase the amount of blood being donated, we must first increase the knowledge about how to donate by incorporating units on how to donate blood into high school health course curriculums. Today, I'll discuss the continuously growing need for blood donation, how to correct misinformation about donating blood, and its health benefits, along with how we can incorporate blood donation into the current Idaho State high school health curriculum. There is a high demand for blood in the U.S. 1 in 7 people enter a hospital needs blood. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention state that there are 141.4 million emergency room visits each year alone. That means there are 20.2 million people in need of blood each year. You could save 3 lives in less than 1 hour. America's blood centers know that it usually only takes 1 pint of blood to save 3 lives. The whole blood donation process, from registration to cookies, takes less than an hour, according to America's blood centers. The American Red Cross estimates that around 38% of the U.S. population is eligible to donate blood, but of that 38%, less than 10% actually do. 2 most common reasons for not giving blood are, I never thought about it, and I'm afraid of needles. This means 50% of the reason people don't donate could simply be misinformation. The other 50% could gain the courage it takes to donate by seeing their peers and teachers they look up to donate. So how do we inform people and give them courage so that they will donate blood more? By simply informing more people about how to donate blood, we could end the scarcity of blood in the U.S. The University of Maryland Medical Center outlines the top 10 reasons why people don't donate blood. Statement: I don't like or am scared of needles. I'm afraid to give blood. Answer: many people feel that way at first. However, many donors will tell you that you feel only a slight initial pinch, and 7 to 10 minutes later you are finished and headed to the canteen. If you take time and courage to make one donation, you'll wonder why you ever hesitated. Statement: I'm too busy. Answer: the entire process takes about 1 hour, and the actual blood donation is only about 7 to 10 minutes. If you stop to think that an hour of your time could mean a lifetime for a premature baby, or someone with cancer undergoing chemotherapy, or someone who has had an accident, you might decide that you can make the time to give the gift of life. Statement: no one ever asked me. I didn't realize my blood was needed. Consider yourself asked. There is simply no other way to supply the blood needed of hospitals' patients, but of generous donations of people like you. Every 2 seconds, someone in America needs blood. Question: I already gave this year. Answer: you can give every 56 days. Many donors give 5 times a year. Statement: I'm afraid I'll get AIDS. Answer: it's not possible to get AIDS by donating blood. The American Red Cross, a new sterile needle is used for each donor and discarded afterwards. Statement: my blood isn't the right type. Every type of blood is needed daily to meet patients' needs. If you have a common blood type, there are many patients who need it, so it is in high demand. If you have a less common blood type, there are few donors able to give it, so it is in short supply. I don't have any blood to spare. The average adult has 10 to 12 pints of blood. Doctors say that healthy adults can may give regularly because the body quickly replaces the blood you donate. I don't want to feel weak afterwards. Donating blood should not adversely affect a healthy adult because your body has plenty of blood. You will donate less than 1 pint, and your body, which constantly makes new blood, will replace the donation volume within 24 hours. They don't want my blood. I'm too old, or I've had an illness. If you have doubts, check with your physician. The qualified staff on duty at a blood drive will also review your medical history with you. There is no upper age limit to donating blood with the American Red Cross, and a great many medical conditions do not prevent you from donating blood, or may have done so temporarily in the past. I have a rare blood type, so I'll wait until there's a special need. Blood that is rare or special is almost always in short supply. There is a constant need for these blood types in order to avoid having to recruit specific blood types in a crisis. By answering questions like this, the negative stigma surrounding blood donation will quickly dissipate. How could I do something that I just explained to you in a matter of minutes constitute an entire unit in the Idaho State High School Health Curriculum, and how will it fit? The best way to make citizens informed on blood donation would be to incorporate it into the high school health curriculum. The unit would easily fit into the standing Idaho Content Standards Health Education for grade 9 through 12 under the Consumer and Community Health Core Concepts. The current Consumer and Community Health Core Concepts read: adolescents need to understand how healthcare services are provided, as well as how individuals can take an active role in determining the use of health-related services and products. Consumers and community health include recognizing and accessing valid and appropriate health information and services and products. Instruction includes knowledge about health insurance, health-related research, advertising, and fraudulent claims. I suggest we add to the beginning sentence, as well as how individuals can take an active role in blood donation to benefit themselves and the community, as well as engaging in determining the use of health-related services and products. The new Consumer and Community Health Core Concept would read: adolescents need to understand how healthcare services are provided, as well as how individuals can take an active role in blood donation to benefit themselves and the community, as well as engage in determining the use of health-related services and products. Consumer and community health information, recognizing and accessing valid and appropriate health information, services, and products. Instruction includes knowledge about health insurance, health-related research, how to donate blood, advertising, and fraudulent claims. The proposed unit would not have to be lengthy, just enough to get the students educated about how to donate and why they should. The unit should cover the need for blood donation in the U.S., what happens to your body when donating, generally ask blood donation questions and advice. A small volunteer-only blood drive in that class so the students get to experience donating, and they can have immediate access to highly trained, qualified, and intelligent phlebotomists, as well as see their teachers and peers donate. The benefit from this new standard would save countless lives and help encourage students to take a more active role in their community. The lack of blood being donated is costing lives every year, but through better teaching and new standards, we can fix it. I implore you, whether you teach health, science, or even English, please give your students the necessary tools to help them save lives by teaching them how to donate blood. Together, we can change teaching standards, and together, we can save lives. Thank you. Is there any questions or comments?
Do you have any, can you give me information about what makes a person ineligible to donate?
A lot of things. The biggest thing that you can run into when donating that would make you ineligible is if you simply didn't eat enough that day. So if your blood isn't at a point where you can donate. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but when I first went in to donate the first time, they checked my blood and it was at a low level. I think it's sugar, I'm pretty sure is what it is. It's at a low sugar level, and so what'll happen is, at least with me, they checked it again. They just checked on my other arm, because in this arm it was really low, and they checked on this arm, and it was great. And so then I was able to donate. That's one of the main things that keeps you from donating. Is there any other questions or comments?
If you've been on an antibiotic recently, they won't take your blood.
Had cancer.
I understand if you've had seizure activity in your life, they won't let you donate also.
And if you ever have questions, it's worth going in and asking, or if there is a blood drive that's local, like at Minico, they do blood drives probably at least once a trimester. And so it's always nice just to go in and see. I mean, the worst thing they can tell you is no, you can't donate. So it's worth a try. Yes?
Did you do any research to find out why Idaho doesn't include that in its curriculum?
No, I didn't. There's not a lot of schools that do, honestly. I just thought it would be a good idea because I wanted to do something that would help with blood donation because I think it's very important. But there's not a lot of information out there about blood donation that people are in regular contact with. Yes, there's plenty of websites that talk about it and stuff like that, but usually nobody comes up to you and says, do you know how to donate blood? And so, unless you're approached with an opportunity to donate blood, like at school
Unless they're gonna punch you in the
or
nose.
something like that, there's not a lot of opportunity to get information about blood donation, so I thought it would be an important thing to have in that. I felt high school was a great opportunity to kind of get that through to people. Yes.
So another question. For high schoolers, what type of permissions do they need to donate blood? Do they have to have parents' permissions? Or how does that work?
If you're under 18, you have to have parents' permission. If you're over 18 and you're your own guardian, technically you can sign for yourself. But it would be the same as at Minico. If you want to donate blood, you have to, and you're under 16, you have to get a special paper and have your parents sign it, just as if you were going on a field trip or something like that. So that's all it would really take to be able to have a blood drive, I think, in a classroom would be that students under the age of 16 would need to have a waiver from their parents, or under 18.
And has your life been personally affected by blood donating or anything like that, or is it just a field you're interested in?
No, not personally. I haven't ever really been seriously injured or anything like that. I just think that it's something that
And neither has her siblings.
I think it's very important that you donate because there is a very severe need for it.
Awesome.
Is there any more questions or comments?
Great job.
Thank you.
Nice job.